What's up, TTC? How y'all on a Friday night? Give a video here. A little ULM hate. We're not gonna fuck around. We're gonna beat this team. Be over by halftime. Rest starters, second half. Get ready for Ole Miss next week. LSU should win. They should score 40 points. They really need to blow this team out. Not fuck around. I mean, LSU's not going to lose this game, but they can't win 21-10 or something like that. They gotta win by more than 30. But anyway, the LSU should. Anyway, getting off that. Enough of that hate week. Talk about the SEC a little bit. I'm sure everybody knows by now. To the news, everybody knows about Auburn and their situation with Cam Newton. Very interesting. If he's ruled ineligible, I mean, I really don't know what Auburn should. I mean, he's played so far. I mean, if they come and find out he's ineligible, it's gonna suck for Auburn. But I don't know if it'll happen this year. I mean, usually the NC2A they take their time on this shit. But I mean, Auburn they just need to play him now. I mean, because damage is done. I mean, it's not like they can. I mean, so what if you don't play him and you win the next two games? You still all those games that he played he'll be ineligible. So you might as well just play him and just let the shit happen. Let it happen as it happens. If he's ruled eligible, then good for them. If not, well then I guess they're gonna have to deal with that. My personal opinion is if Mississippi State was going to offer him. Well, not offer him, but if Mississippi State was going to pay them, the $180,000, where the frick it was, if that was true, then why did he go to Auburn for nothing? So, if he's going to get paid in one school, he's going to get paid in the other. That's just my thinking. But it remains to be seen if that's true or not. I'm sure we can all agree. Especially the big universities. I mean, there is some kind of compensation they're giving these players at every major school. I mean, they all do it. Some get caught, some don't. But getting to the Auburn game, I think Auburn. If Cameron Newton plays, Auburn should win that game easily. I wouldn't say easily, but Auburn should win a game because usually Auburn and Georgia play good games. Georgia usually plays better in Auburn, so it should be good. It should be a good game. Regardless, now if Cam Newton doesn't play, well, then I don't know much about Auburn's backup, but he's not going to be as good as Cameron Newton, obviously. So that's going to put them at a disadvantage if he can't play. But I think Cameron Newton will play. Nothing's going to come of this. Not right now. It'll probably be a Reggie Bush thing a few years later. But look for Auburn to win that game. It's going to be close. It's going to be under 7 points, I think. I think Georgia will be able to score against Auburn, something that we weren't able to do. They got a better passing attack than we do, so they should be able to they should be able to put points on the board. Auburn's secondary is not very good, so LSU should have scored more points, but we didn't. That was weeks ago. They beat us. That's some sour grapes weeks ago. But the other game, Auburn should win the West come Saturday night, evening. And the East, you got South Carolina going to Florida. And this is South Carolina's shot. This is South Carolina's shot to prove that they want to be a big boy in the SEC. Regardless of how bad they played last week, this is the game Saturday night. It's for the SEC East, and this is the closest they've ever gotten to a chance to go to Atlanta. It'd be nice to have some new blood in the conference championship game. It's pretty much Florida and Georgia and Tennessee. That's only three schools that played. Most times it's Florida. Florida's been in the last 2 times. Yeah, 2 times. And yeah, in 08 and 09. So they have a chance to go again. They're playing at home. Florida looks like they're getting their shit together. Yeah, I know they played Vanderbilt last week, but they still look like they're a better team than they were at the beginning of the year. So I mean, I like to see South Carolina win. Just for what I said, some new blood in the SEC title game. But I mean, I gotta go with the Gators. Yeah, it's at home. So if they're playing in South Carolina, I might think different. But playing in the swamp, I don't think Florida is going to. They're not gonna have a letdown. Like I said, they're a better football team than they were. They're a better football team than when we played them. I mean, they're a better football team than when they played Mississippi State. They're a better football team right now. They seem to be having getting their issues worked out. But other game, I think game of note. I mean, Alabama, Mississippi State. I mean, Alabama should win that game. It's at home. Mississippi State really. Mississippi State's a very. They're good. I mean, they're a lot better than what they have been. I wouldn't call them a great team, but they're a decent football team this year. For a change, it's good that they're competitive now. Ole Miss plays Tennessee. Interesting to see what if Masoli plays. They get a concussion last week, but Auburn. Ole Miss and Tennessee. I mean, two teams in the bottom of their divisions. But anyway, so I guess Ole Miss wins that game. I don't know. Other than that, there's not much to talk about. Not a big game tonight, but there's a game tonight that has BCS implications. Maybe Boise State and Idaho. I mean, Idaho. I don't think they're gonna pose much of a threat to Boise, but we'll see. Like I said earlier in videos, it'll be interesting to see at the end of the year how this shapes out with Boise and TCU. If Auburn and Oregon go undefeated, well then, TCU and Boise, they won't play for the national championship. But if one of them lose, I don't know. If LSU wins out and we're 11-1, it'd be interesting to see where we go. We should be able to go to a BCS bowl, more than likely. But it'd be interesting to see what happens. It all depends on what other teams do. Me personally, I think that Auburn. I think they're gonna lose to Bama next week, and really, you can't really put the BCS in I guess chaos a little bit, because then TCU would probably be number 2. I don't think. They don't play anybody else the rest of the year. They should be undefeated, and I don't think that they're going to put. They're definitely not going to put a one-loss. They're not going to put LSU in front of them, especially if we don't win our own division, SEC West. They're not going to do it. Not this year. The media seems to be in love with Boise and TCU, and they're going to. If Oregon or Auburn loses one, it's a good chance that you're going to see TCU in it. And I think if Oregon and Auburn lose the game, you might see Boise and TCU in the national championship game. And that, me personally, I wouldn't be too hyped about that game. I wouldn't be too interested in it. Just me. Too much talk about these schools that really don't play anybody. They're good in a one-game setting, but if they had to go sit in the SEC, play Florida, Alabama, Auburn, Arkansas, LSU, if they had to play those teams, they wouldn't be undefeated, that's for sure. They'd be competitive. Boise and TCU would be very competitive. They'd be competitive, but they wouldn't be able to run the table. But having said that, there's not much I want to talk. Not much else happening, I guess, in the SEC. But Cam Gate, Well, y'all have a good night on this Friday night. Y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later.